Welcome to another SalaryMe.com video. Today we're going to look at ways that you can make money testing apps and websites. We're going to look at 9 ways to get paid testing websites in a moment. But first, I want you to understand why companies are paying you to test their software. Why are they willing to give you cold hard cash for free? Imagine if you were a big company like Coca-Cola and you want to put up a new page on your website. You don't want to launch with any bugs, so you get a few thousand people to see if they enjoy using the new page, if there are any bugs or issues. In exchange for this valuable service, you'll be willing to pay some money, right? Right. This is exactly why we get paid to test websites online. It's no secret that quality is the new king when it comes to having a popular website. And in order to improve quality, the secret recipe is testing. Before we get right into the ways that you can make money testing websites, I want to take a look at some of the equipment that you're going to need. And don't worry, you don't need anything fancy, and you probably don't need to spend any money at all. The first thing that you're going to need is a computer and/or a phone. This is obviously critical, and it's also key that you have internet access. But given that you're watching this video, I don't think that's going to be a problem. You're also going to need a way to accept payment, so a PayPal account is going to be necessary. A couple last things that you'll need to do website testing are screen capture software, because some companies want to actually see what you're doing and how you're doing it. You can get this for free from OBS Studio, Google Hangouts on Air, or TinyTake. You may also need a microphone. Now, phones and laptops have this built in, but if you need a cheap one, you can head over to the dollar store or Amazon. It won't cost you more than a few dollars. A common question that we get is, how much money can you make as a website tester? Obviously, this depends on how many websites or apps that you're actually testing. There's no set amount, but you can typically expect to get paid about $5 to $10 per test, and each test typically takes about 15 minutes, which means you can make $20 to $40 an hour testing websites. You can make even more if you sign up for multiple website testing platforms, since the bottleneck is usually how many tests there are available, and the more platforms you sign up for, the more options you will have. We're now going to look at the 9 platforms that we recommend that you use to get paid testing websites and apps. We recommend that you sign up for more than one, because you'll have more tests available to do, which means you can make more money. In fact, you may want to consider signing up for them all. We're going to go over each of these platforms very quickly, and if you want more information, just head over to our website at SalaryMe.com, and we have more details there. 99 Tests is the biggest website testing platform. It's really big, and it means that they have more tests available than many of the other platforms. This is a great one to start with. Payment from 99 Tests is variable, and it typically depends on the length of the test, and the payment is usually made via PayPal or PayU. You can head over to 99tests.com to check it out. Enroll is another website testing platform. Many of the tasks on Enroll are simple, such as helping companies improve their content on their websites, voting for icons, and making sure that app interactions make sense. Enroll just wants to improve the way websites are used, and they will pay you to help. Payment per test is typically about $1 to $10, depending on the length, and the payment is made via PayPal. We still have 7 more website testing platforms to review, and we'll get to those in a second. But first, I want to take a moment to ask you if you think that you're getting value out of the videos that I'm creating, to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really inspires me to keep making more of these, to bring more value to you, and to teach you and help you make more money in the future. Let's get back to the website testing videos. According to Usability Hub, users can earn up to about $10 an hour doing tests, which is decent, but it's definitely not the best rate that you can earn in this list. With Usability Hub, you will receive your payment after completing each test, which is a bonus. Payment is made via PayPal. The company has been around for about a decade and focuses on short user tests as well as design surveys. User testing does both app and website testing. With user testing, you will get paid weekly after completing a survey. Payments are made via PayPal. The amount of payment is $10 a test, which tends to be quite generous since tests typically take only 10 to 20 minutes. This means you could be earning $30 to $60 an hour. UserZoom is a very good website testing site, which tends to be one of the higher returning platforms for each test completed. One limitation is that they only pay you 3 weeks after completing the test, so it can be a bit of a tough wait for those of us who are impatient, but you will get paid. Payment is about $5 to $10 for every test you complete. The tests can sometimes be short, and payment is made from PayPal. USERBRAIN requires you to have a microphone as they want you to speak while completing tasks. Each task is in the 10-minute range, so you could make $20 an hour using this website. Payment is about $3 per test. Payment is made via PayPal weekly. Validately offers live testing, which will usually take about half an hour and pay $25. So that means you can make $50 an hour. Even the short tests usually only take 5 minutes, and you can get $5 for those. The typical test is to complete studies, which involves checking out a website or app and answering some questions based on your experience. You may have to do this in a live test mode where you do screen capture with a moderator. It's not as intimidating as it sounds. UTest is a specialized user testing service which pays out twice per month via PayPal or Payoneer. The reason this website made the list is because the payouts can be very high, sometimes more than $50 per test. Clearly, you have to do a bit more work in order to get paid though. They won't give you $50 for nothing. Many people who make big bucks doing website testing use UTest, and they have a lot of projects going on all times, which means you can make your earnings big time. Testbirds pays about $10 to $20 per test, and payment is made to your bank account. That's a limitation for some people. But in exchange for that limitation, they do offer very good payments of about $20 per test. They actually pay in euros or pounds, but the conversion works out to be about 20. Typical tests will take 15 minutes, which means you could be making $80 an hour. Not a bad way to get paid to test websites. That brings us to the end of our list of website testing platforms. I just wanted to bring up a last point, which is that you can get paid to test websites, but you can also get paid to do a lot of other things, and some of them are even easier and more fun than website testing. If you are looking for a few great ways to make money online, just keep checking back here at SalaryMe.com or by subscribing to this channel for future updates.